Ruby Waters, stopping with your entourage.
Yeah, my band.
Are you having a good time so far?
Yeah, it's been really, really, really crazy and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, full send.
How about like just touring the prairies at minus fucking 40?
Yeah.
What are some of the trials and tribulations of that?
It's great. It's fucking cold.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
are super nice. Yeah, I've never been in the prairies in the winter. Just driven through like on the Trans-Canada once in the winter, but
Well,
haven't been up this way in the cold, only the summer, so it's a first.
love to
Yeah.
point out that it indeed minus 40 with the wind chill, and it is still fall.
Wow.
It's technically still
Okay,
fall.
whoever
We have
says
not
that-
even hit winter yet.
Whoever says that needs to get checked.
And are you
man.
based in Toronto?
Yes and no, like yeah, but we'll be moving to Pemberton soon.
Pemberton.
Do some house sitting for a couple months, and then maybe move to Golden if I can convince Jack to move to Golden, and then if not, maybe just back to Whist. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Back to Whistler.
yeah. Last winter we were in Whistler, but it was fucking expensive and stuff. So
Is the house sitting, is that something that, like, a personal connection?
yeah,
Or, okay.
yeah. A friend of mine's going to Hawaii for a couple months. She's got a dog
Sounds
and a cat. I know, right? But yeah, she's got a trailer in the middle of nowhere. Do some hibernating and not talk to fucking anyone after all this.
And this isn't new, right?
socializing.
You've done this a little bit for a while now.
The tour?
Lived kind of between BC and
yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah, I've spent like summers there and then go back and flip flop. But it's coming. I can feel it. I'm gonna settle out there soon, hopefully. But we'll see.
What's the longest stretch that you've, like, lived in BC for?
Like 4 months.
Okay. But
Yeah.
you did all your growing up in Ontario, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Shelburne?
like northern Quebec too, but mostly Shelburne. Yeah.
Why northern
Yeah.
Quebec?
It's where my mom's mom is from.
Interesting.
Chapeau. Yeah.
You speak French?
Nah, I can understand it, but I really fumbled the bag on that one.
Were you ever strongly encouraged to learn it, or was it a?
No, it was never like you should learn it. But now I'm mad because I want to know.
You still got time.
Yeah.
The apps are like video games.
I guess. But like I want to be able to go to Montreal and hear what people are saying. See
Yeah,
if they're
that's fair.
talking shit about me or
I was just gonna say, if people are talking shit, because I grew up Dutch heritage, I could never speak Dutch, but my mom and my grandma would all
Yeah.
the time.
They
Yeah.
used it
And I
against
could
you.
tell exactly when they started talking about me because the line was rot kindra. And I did eventually look that up, and it meant rotten kid.
Oh, wow.
Rot kindra.
What did you do?
I have no idea. I was
What's
an
wrong
angel.
with you? I'm kidding.
It was totally miscommunicated, I'm
You
sure.
were an
but
angel.
yes, a
It's all
complete
that
angel.
devil's music you were listening to in the 80s.
Might have been a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Satan.
Cool guy.
Yeah. Well, I can kind of tell, but I want to be able to really, really know.
Yeah, totally.
One day.
Northern Quebec, though, like, I feel like it would be very hard to live there not knowing
I know,
the
right?
language.
Well, it was more like francophone. It was like
Okay.
broken, a little split between English French. But I was there for like the summers usually till I was like 10. But yeah, a lot of Shelburne though. Lots of Shelburne, Orangeville. Shout out.
Were you gigging there when you were growing up?
Yeah, I was busking like nonstop at all the farmers markets,
Yep.
and I started busking downtown.
Mhm.
Taking the Brampton Go to go bus downtown, and then come back, and it was it
And
was
this is
great.
before the big expansions.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
The expansions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before, I went busking like last year just to get back to the roots, and it was like same shit.
So, and then the busking, like, was that just a necessity? Like, what was your drive to do that?
It was get some Skrilla,
Yep.
get my bag up, and then also, but it was like also it's good to like meet people. And,
Yeah.
like, I got gigs through busking, meeting people and stuff. But I did busk for rent for like 6 months in
Wow.
Kensington, and that was pretty. I would always fuck up too. Like it'd be like 2 days till rent, and I'd be like, I have to busk extra for these 2 days. I spent all my money. It was tough to control it, but it was good. It was fun.
Crazy. I mean, that sounds like you paid your dues.
I would like to, maybe, yeah, I don't know.
And then, so your parents are very musical, right?
Yep.
Were they at one point like professional musicians?
Yeah, my mom like still is. She's still going around to seniors' homes and to legions and
That's amazing.
doing the thing. She's still doing it. Sometimes my dad will go and play with her, just like old times. But
Yeah.
he likes to stay in. But yeah, they're super musical. My mom still sings at church every Sunday.
Sweet.
Were you a church singer?
No, I never sang at church.
Interesting.
Never sang at church. I was an altar server till I was like 10. And then, yeah, not at all.
Why didn't you sing there? Because you've been
I
singing
don't know. I was like usually playing downstairs at the church. Like I wasn't like.
youth group, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I was doing Sunday school, like teaching kids how to fucking draw and color. Like they couldn't figure that out on their own.
Teaching them
But,
the
like,
good word.
Yeah, it was that. I don't know. It was. I just didn't really sing in church too much with her, but yeah, she's still gigging heavy.
And
doing
was
her thing.
that the type of music that you had around the house growing up? Or
Yeah, like a lot of country and stuff, which is why I think I kind of like naturally as like a little brat was like, I'll do fucking anything but
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
because I just was around it. But now when I hear it, I'm like, oh,
well,
reminds me of growing up a
I
bit.
looked at one of the big claims to fame of Shelburne, and it's the Canadian Fiddling Championships,
Oh, yeah.
which
Fiddle
did
Fest
not
was
find its way
fucking-
into your.
Fiddle
No,
Fest.
I went
Influence?
to Fiddle. Oh, I got, yeah, Fiddle Fest was so fun. It was
You
super
got
fun.
what?
I got great. Yeah, it was fun, but they kind of stopped doing it. But Fiddle Fest was a really good time.
Damn, that sounds pretty cool.
One of my buddies was a good fiddler too. So
No fiddlers amongst us
no
tonight.
fiddlers
though.
amongst
fiddlers?
us. No,
Okay.
All
no,
right, all right.
not today.
No fiddle
Maybe
in
next
the
time.
Ruby Waters repertoire
Maybe
yet.
one day.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
That sounds like I'm a little familiar with that area. I have really good friends that live outside of Mount Forest.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Where?
Right now they are in Harriston.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that's on your way to London there.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I know
And,
exactly where that is.
Yeah, we go out there, try and visit them usually once a year.
Nice.
I really like that.
Yeah,
part.
I wasn't a townie. I was like in between Shelburne and Mount Forest, kind of.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay,
On a
cool.
dirt road. Yeah, a little
Very
trucker
nice.
road. Yeah.
And these are legit small towns, right? Like I always,
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I'm a prairie kid, so I
They're
grew up in
tiny.
like small.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I always hear people refer to small Ontario towns as a 25,000 population.
No.
I'm like, that's not a.
No.
Like we're talking like 4, 5,
Harrison,
6,000.
yeah. Harrison, I
Even
don't
less.
even. I would say like less than a. I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Probably like 1,000, dude. I would think.
Well,
like,
and
it's really small.
Yeah, super small.
Shelburne's actually the #1 fastest growing town in Ontario and the 4th fastest growing town in Canada.
And what's fueling that? The fiddle's gone.
It's
Like, why would
the- I
people
don't know.
come?
It's
Close to
it's
the
sprawl.
city,
It's
I don't
sprawl.
Is it just sprawl?
Oh,
straight up?
100%.
So when you say expansion, then or you mean
I was
like,
talking about like
so
public
transit? So
yeah.
transit is coming out.
It used to be that you could only get from Hamilton to Oshawa or Whitby on
By
the
bus?
no, on the GO train.
Oh, the train goes to like Georgetown.
Does it also go to Guelph now?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Guelph.
goes to
There's a
Guelph.
Brampton line.
Brampton, yeah, of course.
There's the
good old Brampton.
fucking airport.
Yeah.
airport
The
line.
UP Express.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
wild.
You know lots about.
I grew up in
Okay,
Oakville,
this all
Scarborough.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
I was like, you know, fucking
So
more than
Here
me
for
about
Red
this
Deer.
shit,
so
yeah.
driving.
I like
distance,
maps.
Yeah.
I like maps.
Driving distance then Shelburne into Toronto proper. What would the driving distance be?
What, hour and a half?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, because it's so funny. You don't see that here at all. We've got Edmonton and Calgary
Yeah.
as major hubs on either side. But if you're from a small town, you want to get there.
Think about it
Good
this
luck.
way. Like
You're on your own.
I remember probably 8, 9 years ago now hearing about people I knew that were moving to Barrie,
Oh
which
yeah.
seemed and working in the city, which seemed crazy to me at the
Yeah,
time. Because
well,
growing up,
that's-
Barrie was the gateway to cottage country.
It is.
Felt like it, anyways.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Barrie. Oh boy, I've had a couple times in Barrie. I wouldn't move there. I got a Barrie phone number right now though. But
Really?
like, yeah, but yeah, I mean, you could do that, but that drive would suck. That drive would suck.
Yeah.
But again, you can't afford to live in Toronto. You gotta go out somewhere. And then if you are in Barrie, you're close to pretty shit like Algonquin Park, all that,
Yeah.
all the good stuff.
So when you go to Pemberton, you said you're going to hibernate. So that means you're not like making music.
I'm gonna be like making music.
You're making, but you're not going to be performing.
No,
In
yeah, not
Pemberton.
once.
Revive
Yeah,
the
I-
Pemberton
just-
Music Fest
Would
Yeah.
like there'd be busking opportunities there? Would you ever go
in
back to
Pemberton.
I don't know about.
Wouldn't it, like
all
I'm thinking
that.
of like even little places like Golden, and just thinking of like
Yeah,
places
Golden.
like farmers markets and all that
We
kind of
could
stuff. That you'd,
busk, yeah.
like, would that ever be a way that you would, let's say you've written something and you want to try it out?
I honestly, when I was younger, yeah, but now, no. I'm all weird now. Yeah, it's crazy. Like when I was younger, I was like, I would be so scared to go on a big stage, and then always playing around campfires and stuff for the homies for hours on end.
Yeah.
And then as time's gone on, I'm like kind of like switched. I'm like more comfortable playing
Oh, really?
on a big stage with a bunch of people I don't know than around for my besties, for my homies around a fire, because it's like this pressure now because I've been playing shows and shit. So
Interesting. So like
yeah, but I gotta get back to it. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna circle back. I'm
to
sure.
busking.
I am sure one day it'll circle back to like fires and busking, and
get
all these
back to your roots.
stages will be gone. You know.
I mean,
I'm sure
maybe
of it.
that might be a healthy perspective
Yeah.
at this point in your career,
It's good.
because you've had a pretty big year.
I've had a good year.
Yeah, yeah, big time. And that EP has only been out for what, 2 weeks, a week?
Oh yeah, it's I already put out all the singles on it
Yep.
except for one.
Okay, I was gonna ask if there was more coming.
There's just one I just threw out there, but hopefully gonna have an album by next spring, and I'm really excited about that.
Interesting.
Just focus on that after this.
Any of your crew here involved in the making of new music?
Yeah, Marcus, fucking Lacombe boy there. He
That's your
he,
new name.
helped me with
There's t-shirts.
Heather.
T-shirts are getting made up as we speak. Lacombe boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was there when we wrote Breathe, and that's a song hopefully coming out in a little bit. And you threw down some guitar on there and stuff. Yeah.
Good job, dude.
Stu threw down drums on Breathe. I am not old. I think you may have.
Man, I love that.
I think you
so
did.
much.
Pretty sure.
No recollection.
I don't
of it.
know.
It's fun. I work. I'm in radio, and so we'll be driving around, and I'll have a commercial I voiced that'll come on, and my kids will be like, "Oh, Dad, that's you." And I'm like, I got no recollection of voicing this at all whatsoever, but yeah, that's definitely my voice.
Yeah. Right?
It's funny, just because you do so much, right? Right?
There's lots to do.
Yeah.
Is Heather a real person? Was a real person?
Heather hypothetically started as a person that I would like to think is real.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
From the 80s that loves to party and likes to make love. And
with a heart.
yeah, and likes to have a really
can
good
swear that.
time. And she's a little dramatic. And then like the more I wrote it, I was like, oh shit, I'm definitely writing a bit about me, but not all of it. But like, yeah, Heather is real. All right, we'll leave it at that. Heather is real.
The concept of
It's
Heather
good
is
to
real.
have.
She is hypothetically real.
It's good. It's good to have fuck songs.
Yeah.
Right? Like I listen to Harder and I'm like, okay, well, it's a love song.
I've been
But
writing
I'm
a
like,
lot
well,
of fuck
it shouldn't
songs.
Be, like, love songs are great.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said about a fuck song.
Yeah, I've been getting lucky with someone that knows how to fuck. And so, yeah, the songs just keep pumping out. Songs just keep pumping out about it.
They just
It's
pump.
been a good year.
pumping 'em
It's been a
out.
good
and
year.
pump.
He's pumping, I'm
pump
pumping,
some more.
everyone's pumping. And it's been working out. Yeah.
I think we have the title for this week's episode. Everybody's pumping.
Everybody's pumping.
Everybody's pumping.
Yeah.
There'll be shirts getting made for that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you like, what's the fan reaction to what sound like deeply personal songs? What's that reaction
People-
been like?
People are down. People like them, man.
Yeah. Do you get lots of
Yeah.
questions about them?
No, I feel like they're pretty self-explanatory. But no, nothing crazy. No crazy questions yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not like have you ever struggled with being that open with your content or that transparent?
No, I guess like I don't know. I just giving less and less of a fuck as I grow older. But when I was younger, I was definitely like, oh, maybe I'll put out stuff that caters a little more to everyone and not just like, like more PG-13 shit.
Okay. Okay.
But that's been done now.
Yeah, yeah.
Time to not care and put out whatever I want.
When you and correct me if I'm wrong, but when that video went viral on Reddit, that was what, 4 years ago? 5?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Something like that. Were you a Redditor at the time? Like, was that was that a big deal to you at the time?
I was not a Redditor at the time, but I had homies that were Redditors. Redditors? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Works.
at the time they were. And so that's pretty cool. I go on Reddit when some of those threads they're so funny.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good Reddit threads. So now
Yeah.
I understand it a bit more.
But definitely
no.
not a typical spot for music to break, right?
It
Like I think
depends. It
honestly
really
that was one of the
depends.
first times I'd ever heard of a song actually breaking
Super random.
on Reddit.
Very random. Yeah.
It's I'd say that maybe 4 or 5 times a year I see a song like jump up to the front page.
Right.
Just based on people like lose their minds over it. So yeah, it is pretty rare. It's not like as easy or appears as easy as going viral on TikTok.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Which
I
seems
don't-
like that's just, I don't know.
It's not my thing.
You're not a
my
big
thing.
TikToker?
I'm good. The clock, my clock TikToks, and that's fucking it. I don't know. Not my thing.
You
Fuck
talk about
TikTok.
the connection that people will have to your music, and you want obviously to form some kind of bond and build, right? What was a song for you that did that for you? A song that you connected with that kind of helped you get through and feel that connection to music?
There's been so many, honestly, okay, this guy named Benjamin Todd from like Texas or some shit.
Yeah.
It's very folky, but he's been awesome to get to know the past couple years. He has 3 albums and they're just like, they're pretty intense, but it's some of the best poetry I've ever heard. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I was like, holy fuck, you're sad. And I really like his music. Makes me feel a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. when I'm
Benjamin
feeling-
Todd.
Yeah,
You
gotta
familiar?
check
Not
him
familiar.
out.
We'll check it
Him
out.
Yeah, he's intense, but he's great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Are you off the Casamigos train, or are you still?
I was never spoiler. I was never really like on it too hard, but like the times I was on it, it was great. But like we put it on the rider, but like, oh man, it's expensive.
Yeah, it is. That's a good bottle of
Yeah, I'm
tequila.
not there. I'm not there yet.
Are you getting it on the rider?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's a hit and miss.
Interesting.
Hit and miss, but it's pretty lit when we do get it.
Yeah,
It's
we.
nice.
what's the backup plan then? If it's not Casamigos,
It's just Jose, like cheap.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Tequila was technically, I think I was saying this the other day. Anyway, tequila was almost not a depressant. It almost didn't enter the realm of, because you know how alcohols are a depressant, there's uppers and down, all that jazz. But tequila almost didn't make it into the depressant. It almost made it into the uppers when they were classifying drugs way back in the day. Because it's just got these properties that stimulate you differently than any other alcohol.
That's crazy. Do you know why? Like
I
just
do
the
not
process
know.
or the ingredients?
Only the gods, only the tequila
Only
gods
the tequila
know.
gods. George Clooney and the
Yeah,
tequila gods. Yeah.
yeah. Only the gods know. Yeah, it's crazy, but it does that to me. I get all stoked,
Tequila's fun.
and it's fun as fuck.
Yeah, it's good. We got Ryan. It was
Horny.
his 30th birthday last year. We got him a bottle of Casamigos.
Nice.
I said you have to sip this stuff. You
Good
can't
choice.
be shooting this stuff.
It's true.
It is
'Cause
absolutely amazing.
Just kind of a waste of time if you're shooting it. You gotta
Yeah.
savor that sweet Clooney flavor.
Yeah, you want to really taste George Clooney.
pump in some George Clooney.
Yeah, pump.
Speaking of kind of getting high, bad
Kinda
segue.
getting high.
Bad segue. You performed on the top of a fucking mountain in Jasper.
Yeah.
How the hell were you helicoptered up there? Did you have to hike up there?
Oh man, that was
How-
like actually one of the funnest. Vivace, they're from Edmonton actually. They're amazing crew of people. And they reached out and they were like, "We'll fly you out." And I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And I went. But yeah, we took the gondola up, and then to get to the peak, we just hiked it, and it was so gnarly. We were like trading off the amp because it was
Oh
just
my
like
God.
the vert with the amp was rough, but so worth it, so fun. Yeah, they
Yeah,
did
that-
such a great job of everyone persevered. Bit of tequila.
Yeah.
Don't tell Jasper National Park that though. But yeah.
You put out some videos of you performing from some pretty cool places like Jasper and a really cool bathroom.
Yeah.
Where is that? Is that your bathroom?
Toronto. Wait, like the most recent one?
Yeah.
No. Toronto, Kensington Market, Midway Tattoo Shop.
Oh, okay.
All your
okay.
tattoo needs. Yeah, my buddy works there, and a couple other friends now that are friends that work there, and it's great tattoo shop.
And a great bathroom.
Great bathroom. Yeah. They
I
did
like
good.
tattoo shop bathrooms most of the time.
Right?
They go above and beyond
Yeah,
with their bathrooms.
You can always have a good time in them.
How did that start? The whole thought process to do it there.
Oops. I wanted to do that Heather live in a bathroom. I just didn't know what bathroom. And then I was partying at the shop, and then I was like, oh, perfect. This bathroom's great.
That
So
was
you-
the one. There was no
have
scouting
a
of other
list?
bathrooms.
There was like a couple other bathrooms in Toronto that totally would have worked, but it wouldn't have been as lax of a process. It would have been like, oh, you don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
You,
will
you
be
had
the
an in at that
yeah,
specific
exactly.
bathroom.
Exactly.
This will be the complete opposite experience. But as you're heading to Calgary now, right? After this is
Yes.
done, what do we have here in Red Deer? It's the second. You did a tour of that bathroom.
Oh,
on Gasoline
yeah.
Alley, like the second
There's-
cleanest or second.
Wait,
Like we have a claim to fame of a bathroom.
That's
on,
clean.
like-
no, it's like walking into a billionaire's house and going into their like third bathroom. It's
There's a
it's very
bidet?
nice. No, there's no bidet,
Oh,
which I
shit.
docked
You
them
just
serious
walked into
points for
something
that.
here. Yeah.
There's no bidet. There's no Toto 750H. It's
But
just
it's
a really nice
clean.
bathroom.
But it
Very
does
clean.
have
I
like
love a
there's
good
door, like
clean
you close the
bathroom.
doors a window, but when you close
Yeah.
it, then it frosts over.
Where?
it close?
Where is
in
it?
Gasoline
We'll
Alley.
get you directions on the way
Okay,
out.
give me
You guys
the
have- you
give me
have to see it
the
now.
deets.
But the thing is that they compete to have the nicest bathroom in Canada.
Maybe not when I'm done in there.
That's right.
Watch out, Gasoline Alley. We're sending them your way.
Yeah, we're all gonna ruin it.
Before we wrap up, I do want to talk about your merch
Yes.
because the merch is sick. Like,
Thank you.
what's the design process like?
I just wanted some butterflies. I actually have 3 different butterflies on there that all have really cool traits that I find in myself.
Ooh, okay.
So fucking lame when I say it.
Well, are you gonna explain more?
Yeah. The monarch butterflies like to travel.
Okay.
The orange tip butterflies like to spend time in the garden around flowers.
Oh.
And then the 88 butterflies thrive and live off dead shit, and they're really hard to find, and they don't like the public very much. And so it's kind of like, yeah. So
Okay.
Kind of like.
So you're like the super butterfly, the merging of
I'm a
all
fucking
3
moth.
butterflies.
I'm a moth.
Yeah.
I just flock to the light.
So this and like, what about the white shirt, the long sleeve shirt? Because this design is fucking sick.
Yeah, Jacob, our designer, he's awesome. I tagged him on Instagram if you want to go check him out. He's cool. I wanted just like the tour picture and didn't expect him to add the barbed wire and didn't expect it all to be green. And so he went to town on that.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then tell us about the charitable aspect.
It's
of
funny
your
because
merch.
it's so much. We've talked to so many artists about how rough it is on the road right now,
Yeah,
and that merch
yeah.
is one of the only places that you can make some money for
Yeah.
yourself. And you've taken that and are sharing
Well,
some of it.
hey, I'm not giving it all away.
No,
now.
no, for sure. But even just sharing it when it's your only real revenue source.
Yeah, the hats are just gonna go. The profits are gonna go to shelters in each of the cities that we play in. So it's gonna get split up. Won't be like crazy, but a little something everywhere. The long sleeve and the hoodies, 25% of that profit is going to True North Aid. Really cool.
Yeah, tell us about True North Aid.
company. They have 2 programs that we're donating to, but basically they're just supplying like northern indigenous communities with all the stuff that they need. Like something as normal as like coats and hats and mitts, but also like school supplies, tampons, everything you need. Yeah, and then the tote bags, 30% of those are going to my friend's dad's company called Four Winds.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's been running that for like since I was little, since we were besties. And yeah, he does really good initiatives. He opens up shelters, crisis centers, but they also do really cool like longevity scheming plans for like the economy of certain First Nations and everything. So yeah, pretty cool stuff.
And is
That's
that
very cool.
just at shows, or is that if people order online?
So far, it's just at shows,
just
but
at
we'll
shows?
see what comes next.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm keeping the rest.
I was gonna say it's very middle butterfly of you, with just a little touch of the last in
yeah.
there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're a few hours away from your show in Calgary,
Yes, sir.
and you guys had a good night last night. Did you play last night?
Starlight Room
We
last night.
chilled. 2 nights ago was Starlight
Right.
Room, and it was epic. Long night, big night, fun night.
Yeah.
And then last night we went go-karting at the Edmonton Mall.
Nice.
Did some skirt and had fun. And then got baked and went to bed early so that we could kick ass tonight.
Very nice. So do you guys have a routine before your shows?
Not a couple shots, couple snacks. Get fired up.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, easy peasy.
What's Christmas look like for you? We're pretty much on the doorstep now.
I
Yeah.
don't know yet. Yeah.
You've
Get
still
through
got a
tour
couple
first and-
pretty busy
Yeah,
weeks.
last 2 years of Christmas, there was like bullshit with COVID and stuff. So me and my man's just like ordered fried chicken and got super fucked up. Both. Oh, I really hope his parents don't hear this. My parents won't be surprised. But fuck. Anyway. But, you know, we couldn't go anywhere, so we were doing what we wanted. But then this year I'm really thinking I might go back home, fly home quickly for the day and come back, see my niece and nephew. And
that's Shelburne, you mean?
Maybe
Or
have not fried chicken. Yeah. Right outside Shelburne.
I don't
Okay,
know.
cool.
Fried chicken's pretty tough to beat for a Christmas
Church's,
dinner.
Popeyes, or what's the KFC?
Don't.
What one's your favorite?
Well, I've never had Churches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't
you
have
gotta try
Churches
it.
in. Are there Churches in Ontario?
There's Churches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
Are
don't have
churches
any
here?
here.
I was gonna say we don't have
No,
any here.
we
Oh,
just got
fuck,
Popeyes like 3 years ago.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah,
I
I
like
guess that's more of a
Popeyes.
Toronto question.
Yeah, I like
But
Popeyes.
Church's chicken really is the best.
I've heard good things.
They owe me money now. I'm advertising.
The fried chicken craze is something to behold.
Oh, I love chicken.
Yeah.
I can't go more than a few weeks without chicken wings. For real.
It's a long time for some people.
It's way too long. Way too
It's a
long.
weekly
yeah.
occurrence for most, right?
I used to be like twice a week when I worked at the pubs. I worked at chicken wing spots, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, one of these days soon, we hope you get to play here at
Yeah.
Bose.
And
'cause
we can go out for chicken wings together.
hell yeah,
The
Bose
wings
has
at
killer
Bose
wings.
are pretty special.
You was
Yeah.
talking about Bose.
Yeah, man.
Alberta's the only place they do Wing Wednesday, which makes the most sense to me.
Wait, Wing Wednesday isn't across the board?
No.
What?
Ontario, it's usually Tuesdays.
Wait.
Tuesdays or Thursdays.
So when's Taco Day?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I feel like
This-
in the GTA, it was more about like every bar having a Wing Wednesday. And then they just started diverging into different days. I don't know.
You could go to like a wing day every day of the week if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And people do.
I could do it. I could do that.
There's got to be an app for that.
Yeah.
Where is Wing Night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably is. If not, let's make it.
Okay, cool. Well, Ruby, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
Much appreciated.
Thanks for hanging, guys. Can we get a round of applause from our live studio audience?
Hell yeah.
We should bring them. We should bring them back next.
Wednesday.
The Road the Stage is produced by Ryan Kuly and Ryley Surian at the Communal Creative Studios in Red Deer, Alberta. In partnership with Go Services Inc., Sawback Brewing Co., Tourism Red Deer, and Bose Bar and Stage.